sometimes we can be redeemed because we deserve to be redeemed due to our merits, and sometimes we can not have the merits necessary to be redeemed. And in that case, we ask Hashem to redeem us not for our sake, but for the sake of His name. Meaning that Hashem did promise us a redemption, and therefore if He wouldn't follow through, then it would appear that Hashem is, God forbid, a liar. And that's what Rashi says all over the Torah, in many, many places, where the name of Hashem comes up, the Yud and Hey and Vav and Hey name comes up. That's the contraction of the words Haya, was, Hoveh is, Yihya, will be, is that God is Ne'eman l'shalem sachar. God is faithful to pay reward. And Ne'eman l'kayim havtachaso. He's faithful to fulfill His promise. So that which was done once upon a time will always have some reward or punishment later. They won't. And if God says something, it's going to be fulfilled at some point later. Where does this come up most acutely? When Hashem is speaking to Moshe, and He says that the forefathers, Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, they knew me as El Shaddai. What does that name mean? I'm not going to go into it now. But they didn't know me as, He says, Vishmi Yud Hey Vav Hey, that name, Lo Nodati Lahem. I was not known to them by that name. That's a very mysterious statement to say to Moshe, because if you look throughout the parshas we're reading now in Bereshis with Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, you see over and over that this name is used. So what does it mean? Says Rashi, I made a lot of promises to them, but they didn't see the future of those promises. They didn't see the fulfillment of those promises. So the meaning of that name, past, present, future, that I'm the God of history and I'm guiding everything to reach its fulfillment, they didn't come to know it in their lifetime. They didn't see the fulfillment of it. But you and your generation, you're going to see the fulfillment of the promise that I made to Abraham, that the children would be strangers in a strange land, and they would be afflicted until the end of a 400-year period. And then they would come out with great riches, and they'll be brought back to this land, etc. Those were the promises that He made to Abraham in the Bris Bein HaBesarim, in the covenant between the parts. But Abraham didn't see it fulfilled. You're going to see it fulfilled. Your generation will come to know me by that name, which means the fulfillment of that which I've promised. So it's the sake of His name. God, you promised that there would be a redemption. So even if we don't merit it, please make it happen for the sake of your name. You have to fulfill the meaning of your name. For the sake of your name. That makes sense? Well, it's Rashi.